All right, Flyers fans, we're a little bit delayed here, but we are live on our backup iPad. Everything kind of goes crazy at the last minute, but we're underway. Game one with Waterloo here, and we've got a 0-0 game. This is Wesley Downing hunting down the puck. He takes away, tries to wrap around, but Waterloo goalie seals off the post, and there's no shot there. All right, if we got somebody tune in, give the comments, let me know everything's coming across okay. We're a little scatterbrained here. But let's call some hockey. There's Downing getting pinched off. He moves the puck up to number 2, who is going to get it pushed off in the corner. And I'm going to get my cheat sheet here. So I'm still learning some of the players. We've got one on Ames Hockey Network on YouTube. Yep. Awesome. Okay. Here comes Richie Peffer on the back check. He's going to try and get that puck off, and it's up to, this looks like Eric Silty, going to skate in and shoot just wide. That was Silty. And now Waterloo's going to send it across ice, and that's going to be an icing. But they're not going to blow the whistle, so Jude's going to grab the puck, move it up to Peffer. Richie Rich looking to center it. Nobody's home except for a Waterloo defender. Now Flyers got to get out of the zone where Silty's going to skate it in. He carries it in around one defender, brings it in towards the net, and it's poke checked off his twig. Into the corner, we got a board battle here. Kiara, and there's Vitali. Vitali now skating around net. He had Lily wide open, going to go out to the D. Jude locks in low, saved by the Waterloo Tendy. And then Antonovich is there for the rebound. He pokes a couple times at that puck before the Waterloo Tendy covers it up. Yeah. All right, we got a new line out there for your Flyers, including Stella Pappas. Antonovich stays out there. I believe that's Shalin out there. And now here comes Waterloo, but they're met at the red line there by Drew Beasy, and Beasy slows the puck down. Now Vitali's all alone, got nobody to beat but the goalie. He's going to shoot and score. That's Antonovich going to open up the scoring, make this a 1-0 game for your Ames Flyers. Vitaly Antonovich lights the lamp. Wholesale change for the Flyers out there. This is Casson Smith, flanked by Wesley Downing and Baker Williamson. Jude and Silty on defense. That's going to come over to Fonts, and he swats it away with his twig into the near corner. Now Downing with the puck, and he's going to chip it, try and get around the defenders. Defenders hold it into the zone. Battle on the boards. Flyers can't clear the zone. It's sent back deep by the Junior Hawks. And now this is Schmidt to Downing. Downing going to try it again around the boards and gets caught up and can't get it out. Casson Smith coming to help. Flyers can't get it out. Now it's centered by Waterloo. They get around Baker, and then Silty comes in to defend. Leon makes a nice save. Flyers got numbers here. We've got a 3v2. Williamson, he's going to bring it all the way down, and then has it knocked off his twig. Now it's back to Silty. Silty shoots wide. This is out to Beasy. Beasy from the blue line. Sends it to the far corner. Baker Williamson going to go out to Silty at the point. Silty's going to send it in. I think that's tipped off Downing's twig, but goes deep, wide of the net. Looking for a centering pass. Nobody's home, but Waterloo Junior Hawks. Beasy trying to hold the line, unable to. Coming through neutral ice is Waterloo, but Jude gets there to slow the play down. Flyers going to get some fresh bodies out. Silty, hard, around the board and into neutral ice. Waterloo gets to it in their own zone. And now centered. Oh, just off Pepper's stick. Stella's there. She's going to get up to Richie. Richie turns, shoots. Glove save. Here's Beasy now. Going to try and keep it in the zone. It does get knocked out. Stella Pappas going to get to it with the backhand. She moves it towards the red line. Waterloo's waiting for it. They're going to dump it deep. Drew Beasy with it in the corner now. Beasy. He's going to go. He's going to fan on that one. And now going to go opposite direction and get that to 34. And here comes Richie Pepper. He's got a little bit of room. Richie's going to shoot. Glove save. Now it's Richie trying again. Still loose in the crease. Puck still loose. Now it's swatted out. Here comes Jude. He's going to send it back towards the net. Saved by the attendee. Here's Van Meer with it. She's going to try and get a shot off. She advances it towards the net. Still not covered by Waterloo's goalie. 34 looks like Hank. Here comes Waterloo. Yeah, it's Kiara, I believe, moving it down low. And Antonovich is going to get to it. Antonovich reverses ice. And Grayson's going to try and get to it. Jude is the first one there. Comes out of the zone. Flyers got to regroup. Silty skates it, carries it. Now he's going to try and carry it into the zone, and he does. Flyers on side. Silty and Antonovich attacking the net. And Antonovich with the second goal of the game. Assisted by Eric Silty. Silty regroups that puck, skates it all the way in. He goes low and hard off the goalie's pads, and Antonovich is well positioned for the rebound. Cleaning up the trash. Garbage goal for Vitaly Antonovich. 2-0 game. Flyers up in this one. Here's Kiara going to hunt it down in the corner. Flyers trying to get out of the zone. Now they're trying to hit Antonovich on an outlet pass, but it's intercepted by the Junior Hawks. Pappas going to move it up ice. Waterloo takes it away, and then Pappas pokes it off their twig. Antonovich can't quite clear the zone. It's at the blue line, taken away by Waterloo. Trying to dance around two defenders, and it's taken off the twig of the Junior Hawks. Antonovich trying to pass it, gets it into neutral ice. Waterloo sends it back in where Beasy's waiting for it. Now Beasy to Smith. Smith has a jump off his twig, sent back towards Flyers zone where Beasy's going to hunt it down and now send it to Smith. Smith has got some room. Smith has got Downing on his left. Smith going to try and get around one, and the puck comes off of a stick and into the back wall. Downing into help. Downing now coming around. He's thinking wraparound. Silty's going to hold it in at the blue line, and that's poked out. Silty regroups, gathers the puck, and moves it over to Jude. Passes into skates. Jude gets it into neutral ice. Cass and Smith tried to get to it, and here comes Waterloo. They're going to pass it and gain the line. Poke check there by Jude. Now this is Silty going to carry it in again. He's got Downing on his left. Silty's going to take it in, shoot high above the net. Downing with the rebound. Downing looking for somebody centered. Downing gets poked off of it. Checked off the puck, rather, but he's still going to battle for it. The rest of the Flyers are in the change. Here's Baker Williamson with it, neutral ice. Downing going to skate off, complete the change, while Waterloo drops it deep and gets a line change of their own. Jude with it. He's going to move it up ice to the blue line where Waterloo's waiting for it, and then they put a shot in, but Silty blocks it. That shot fans. Flyers got to get out of the danger zone. Still at the top of the key, blocked by Van Meer. Van Meer now going to carry it into neutral ice. Van Meer trying to hit Peffer on the breakaway, but that pass was intercepted by Waterloo. Van Meer and Williamson attack the puck. Waterloo sends it up ice safely. Good poke there by Jude Schmidt to move that puck into neutral ice. Now here's Baker Williamson. He's got one defender in front of him, two more coming. Baker's going to send it wide of the net, wide right. The rebound's retrieved by Peffer. Beasy going to try and hold the line, and it comes out to neutral ice. Waterloo gets around one. Waterloo trying to get around Pappas. They do, and get a shot off saved by fans. That's Waterloo at the point, and Beasy, I believe, trying to get it out. Flyers unable to clear the zone. Now, nice pass by Waterloo. Shot and score. They get that up over the glove. Leon. And it makes it a 2-1 hockey game here in the first period. Lots of action in period number one. All right, we are back underway here. And Waterloo has it poked away by Eric Silty. Neutral zone battle ensues. This is Grayson, I believe, coming down with it. And out of the zone it goes. Flyers got to regroup. Silty to Schmidt. Schmidt now going to skate up to the red line, dump it in, move it to Antonovich. Antonovich carries it in. He's going to center. Grayson's there, and then it moves its way over to Hank. And now another shot covered up by the goalie of Waterloo. It's Hank Valvance. In comes Smith, Downing, and Terry. Schmidt and Silty going to stay in at defense. Smith taking the draw. Downing on his left, Terry on his right. And Smith comes away with it, gets a shot just wide. Downing retrieves the rebound. Downing behind the net. Now he's going to try and center it. Nobody's home. Silty's there to keep it in the zone. Silty hasn't taken off his twig. Waterloo's marching the other way. Neutral zone battle. Right in front of the benches. Jude is going to try and move it towards the Waterloo zone, but Waterloo gets it, carries it away, and they're going to shoot one wide right. That goes off of Schmidt's stick into Downing. Downing's got a little bit of room now. Downing being pursued from behind. Downing going to gain the zone, and he's going to send one wide of the net. As he loses an edge, now Terry's got it over in the corner, and poked out by Waterloo, but Van Meer's there for it. Van Meer going to go cross ice to Downing. Downing going to try and gain the line. He's held up, but dumps the puck in and going to change. Here's Van Meer looking to center it, but nobody's home. Flyers are on the change. Help is on the way. Shalin's in there now, as well as here's Shalin going to chase it down. And Beasy in on the line helps keep the puck in. Now this is Peffer. Peffer marching in, center ice. Now Shalin's got it. He's going to turn and shoot just wide. Van Meer hunts down the rebound. Van Meer still with it. She backhands a shot. Save. Might have been behind the pipe. And now out of the zone it comes, but Pappas going to hunt it down. She's going to take it all the way behind the net. Pappas to Peffer. And we've got a battle at the blue line. It's knocked towards the Waterloo zone. Peffer with another stick on it. Now it's ping-ponged back towards the Flyers zone. Waterloo has it poked away by Pappas. Great twig there. And sent in and hit by Waterloo, so no icing. Peffer's going to go try and be a pest. That puck is wrapped around Shalin and Grayson's, Grayson there. Grayson Sorensen. I'm learning. All right. We'll be back for period number 2 in just a moment. All right, we're getting ready to start period number 2. Flyers send out Sorensen, Williamson, and Antonovich. Looks like Schmidt and Silty on defense. We're supposed to have new jerseys coming. You'll notice Silty's jersey fits a little snug. He's been wearing that since Mites, I believe. Won by Sorensen, and he's going to march it in, take it all the way, shoot, and save. Williamson's there for the rebound. He gets a shot, but it's blocked. Nice work by the Waterloo goaltender. Silty tries to slap it deep, but it's taken away by Waterloo. Jude back 3v1, and Jude with a great stick clears the zone. Now Flyers going to try an attack on their own. Here comes Antonovich looking for that hat trick. Vitali shoot save by Waterloo. Sorensen with the rebound out to the point. Sent back deep by Schmidt. Antonovich with it deep. Antonovich takes the puck away. Now he's going to skate it and has it taken away. And Waterloo loses their twig out to the point. Silty sends it towards the net. Grayson tries to tip it in. Now it's the other point where Jude Schmidt sends it deep. Downing in on the ice. He's going to hustle that puck, drop it deep, take it away. Downing now. Let's see if he can pass it center. No, he's going to take it all the way. Shoot and rebound. Now Downing try to play from his knee. And it's under West. And then Silty's going to skate up on it. He's going to shoot one. And now it goes in. Score! I think that might be Wesley Downing with the goal. Looking at the celebration, it was another garbage goal, sticking with that puck. Flyers regain their 2-goal lead here early in the second period. Valvance is out there. Smith and Downing. Looks like Pappas and Beasy playing defense. Here's Pappas with the puck. Up to Hank. Hank tries to center it. Nobody's home. Now it's poked off a twig. Casson Smith with a little bit of room. Smith going to carry it in. Downing trailing the play. Smith around one defender. Shoots. Save. Off the chest and into the glove of the Waterloo Tendy. Smith going to win it back to Beasy. Beasy from the high slot. Sends it deep. It finds a mess of hockey players. Everybody all huddled up there. Now Downing comes with it. Downing skates it around one. Downing now. He's got it. He's thinking wraparound. Downing through the crease. Nobody's home. Out to the point. It jumps off Pappas' twig into neutral ice. I believe Beasy's there for it. Flyers gain the line and sent right back out by Waterloo. Now Flyers bring it in. This is Hank. Hank's going to try and send it at net, twigged away by the goalie. Waterloo trying to get it out. They do get it to neutral ice, and Stella's there. Stella centering pass, but goes right to Waterloo. Waterloo dumps it in, and Stella's going to go grab that puck. Stella trying to get up to Downing. Downing going to move it to neutral ice. And sent right back in, but offsides by the Junior Hawks. As I was coming in this morning on Highway 30, had a big black truck running right up my rear end, come around and pass me. That was none other than Xander Noyd on his way to Dubuque. Pee-wee Black is over in Dubuque. Wish them luck today. Hope you guys are kicking butt in Dubuque. Now, here we go, back to the action. This is Peffer trying to gain the line. And it goes back to Schmidt's stick. Schmidt over to Terry. Flyers gain those zone. Terry trying to center it. Schmidt pokes it deep. Backhand by a good shot there by Peffer. Goalie gets his pad down just in the nick of time. Out to neutralize it comes. And Silty going to hunt it down in the Flyer zone, carry it behind the net. Silty to Terry. Bit of a collision there with Van Meer. Puck ends up in deep in the zone of Waterloo. And then set right back out. See if this got enough juice. Should be an icing. So let's pull it back down to the Waterloo zone. Flyers going to attack with Antonovich, Sorensen. See who they send out for the third. Shalin's going to be out there with them. Beasy and Pappas playing defense. Sorensen to take the draw. He's going to win it back to Beasy. Beasy sends it from the high slot. Now Sorensen's got it. Pad save. Puck still loose and then covered. And good work there by Antonovich as they're coming to protect their goalie. Antonovich chooses not to engage with the smaller Blackhawks. Let's do it again from the near dot this time. This time it is one back to Beasy again. Beasy to Pappas. Pappas brings it deep. Now it's on Antonovich's twig. Antonovich centers. Sorensen trying to get a shot off. And Waterloo is content to ice it. Silty and Schmidt coming out on defense. Smith, Downing, and Williamson going to play your forward positions. One back to Schmidt. D to D, but it hops off the twig of Silty. Silty throws it into the zone offsides. Waterloo with the full line change, and the Flyers keep the same crew out there. Puck is dropped. And Waterloo comes away with it, but then Williamson goes and hunts it down. Neutral zone battle here on the near boards. Flyers get into the zone. Cross ice it goes. Waterloo has it on their twig. Flyers hold it in. This is Downing with it. Downing going to skate around one. He's got Smith. See if he can find him. He shoots. Pass that, buddy. Here comes Waterloo the other way. Smith on the back, or Schmidt rather, on the back check. Waterloo doesn't get a good shot off. They're going to regain the puck. Nope, it's taken away by Silty. Silty carrying it through neutral ice, has it poked away, and then sent deep by the Blackhawks. In towards the net, saved by Fance, scooped away there by Silty, out of harm's way. And now Williamson going to carry it through neutral ice. Downing and Williamson gain the line, and Williamson loses the puck. Flyers get caught on a change, but now Beasy working hard on the back check, and a shot saved by Fance, still loose, and then it's covered by Leon. Dangerous spot there for the Flyers. Got caught in a change. Puck is dropped. Dan Mears out there with Val Vance. I need to check on that, see if I'm saying that name right. There's Beasy. Got it behind the net. He's going to reverse course, send it up the boards, and then drop back deep in the Flyer zone. Pappas now with it. She's going to move it, try and move it up to Peffer. Peffer looking to get it out of the zone, and does. Now, Peffer and Hank got a little bit of room. We get a 2v1. Good idea there. And save. Nice shot there by Peffer. Still loose in front of the net. And now it squirts into the far corner. Waterloo gets pulled away. Pappas with the back check. She's looking for a stick lift. That shot wide of the net. Good back check by Pappas. Now it's going to come out to the point. And that shot and score from the point. Leon was blocked out there a little bit by our own defender. Couldn't get eyes on that puck, and it goes in. So the score is 3-2. As Flyers give up the second goal. Now they're right through the crease. I think it was Sorensen. There's Schmidt. Jude up ice to Antonovich. Sorensen's going to hunt it down. Nope. Middle 2v2. Waterloo coming the other way. Jude getting big. And nice save by Leon as Waterloo gets off a hard shot. And Terry might have got away with the check there. Nobody's going to the box. Good poke there by Antonovich. Sorensen's going to be the first one to the puck. We got a 2v1. Sorensen going to shoot and score! Mason Sorensen lights the layup, and the Flyers go up by a couple again. Antonovich, Downing, and Sorensen. Your scores today. Smith going to be out there with Downing and Shalin. Beasy on D with Pappas. Downing comes away with the puck, and he's going to carry it in. Downing is going to shoot, and glove save. Sorensen trying to get the rebound. And the Tendy gets a glove cover for a whistle before that second shot. Flyers keep the same line out there. It's won by Waterloo, and they're able to clear the zone. Now Pappas slows the puck down, and Shalin looking to get his twig on it. Here comes Smith. Smith gains the line. Smith dances around one. He shoots and saved. Now Downing with the rebound. Downing behind the net. See if he can find somebody open. Downing changes direction. Downing gets tripped up. And we're going to have a power play as Downing draws a tripping call. Flyers will skate 5v4. Smith going to take the draw. Baker Williamson in there now with Downing, Beasy, and Pappas. All right, 5v4. Into the corner it goes. There's Beasy going to get to the puck and send it towards Downing, but it's going to cross ice. Foot race. And Downing gets to it. Downing changing directions. He's going to try and center it. Smith can't quite get a stick on it. And now it's going to be cleared by Waterloo. It's going to be an icing. So let's get a fresh 5 on the ice for your Flyers. Damn near Peffer. Williamson stays out there. Silty and Schmidt are your defenders. 4-2 game, 30 seconds left on the power play. This is Silty going to shoot. Saved by Waterloo. Out to the point, Silty sends it up into the netting. We're going to drop it in Waterloo zone again. Power play melting away. Running clock here, so only about 10 seconds left on the power play. They're going to drop the puck, and they're going to let them loose. So Flyers unable to get anything as Waterloo's full strength. Flyers got to regroup. Jude sends it up to Peffer. Peffer gains the line. Peffer's going to shoot, and it's blocked by the defender getting in front of the net. Williamson being a pest behind the net, trying to get the puck. Waterloo comes away with it, and they gain neutral ice. Silty, though, sends it right back the other way. Now out to neutral ice it is again. Here's Schmidt with it. Schmidt trying to carry it in, has it poked off his twig, but he's going to go get it and reverse course. Now it's sent into the Flyer zone, right back out. Board battle right in front of the Waterloo bench. That's Silty and Williamson. Puck kind of stalled before Williamson comes away with it. Baker marches it in, then has it jump off of his twig, and Waterloo gains possession. This one's sent deep, and Jude's going to hunt it down. We've got a minute 19 to go in period number 2. Flyers up 2. Center ice it goes, but they miss on the pass. Waterloo gains control. Waterloo gains the line, but Schmidt sends it right back out. I don't know if this is going to have enough juice to ice. Waterloo's going to get it anyway. Heffer and Hank chasing it down. Neutral ice it comes. Flyers turn it back the other way. That's Van Meer, sends it into the zone, sent right back out by Waterloo. Good poke check there by Pappas. Pappas slows the puck. Can't quite get it to neutral ice, but help slows the play down. Help is on the way. Now Waterloo trying to march in. They get into the house. Good block by Pappas. Antonovich trying to clear the zone, unable to. Beasy going to take his turn at it. A board battle. It's centered and put out of harm's way there. Antonovich gets a stick around clean. We're going to have a shot towards the net. With 1 second left in the period, we're going to see a 4-2 hockey game with one more period to play in game number 1. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the concluding period of game numero uno. All right, Flyers take the ice with Smith, Downing, Terry. Schmidt and Silty going to play defense. Smith is your center. Terry is your right wing. Downing your left wing. In comes Stripes with the game puck. And we're underway. That one back to Schmidt. Schmidt now, he's going to carry it and try and move it up to Downing. Flyers can't gain the zone. Board battle. This is Downing and Smith in on it, and it's moved back to Jude. Board battle continues before it's sent all the way into the Flyers zone where Silty's waiting for it, but it's going to be an icing. So let's come on down to Waterloo zone and drop it on the near dot. Silty trying to send it deep, but it hits the shin pad, and now Waterloo marching the other way. Defense seems to be well positioned. This is Terry pinching him into the boards. Moves him all the way down deep. Puck coming around to the near corner. And now sent towards the net, and Silty's twig finds it. Silty going to move it up to Terry. Terry trying to get it to Downing, doesn't get a good pass on it, and it's sent back deep into Flyer zone. Jude gonna work it around the corner to Downing. Downing gonna move it up towards the blue line and can't get it to neutral ice. Sent back deep by Waterloo. Silty gonna get to the puck first. Silty in the far corner. Moves up to Terry. Off her twig to the point. Shot. Gets deflected. What's everybody stuck in quicksand here? We got to move our feet. And now the Flyers got a 2v1. This is, and we're going to get a penalty on Terry. Maybe a check. First PK for the Flyers. So you're going to send Pepper, Beasy, Pappas, and Van Meer out to kill the penalty. 90-second penalty kill. Pepper comes away with it. He's looking to skate around one. He gets around one. He gets around two. And he's going to put a shot on net. Save into the goalie's glove. And that's a great play to get that puck all the way down into Waterloo zone and a shot on net as that penalty with the running clock is melting away. Down to 70 seconds on the penalty kill, and we are in Waterloo zone. And now they are going to stop the clock as the ref is having a conversation with the scorer. Puck is dropped and held in by Stella. Centered. Nobody's home. Now Van Meer looking to get a twig on it. Here comes Waterloo the other way. Waterloo being pinched off by Beasy. I think that's Peffer in to help. Van Meer now getting in on the action. Beasy takes the puck away. Pappas, meanwhile, guard the net. And she does her job. She gets bumped off the puck. And it's sent behind the net. Good work there by Pappas. Flyers trying to get up and out of the zone. 30 seconds to go on the PK. Pappas clears it to neutral ice. Now Van Meer trying to get to it. Pappas with a nice chance. Good poke there by Stella. Stays in neutral ice. Flyers back out into neutral ice again. Peffer now. Here's Van Meer trying to get to it. And Waterloo looking. Peffer's got to be careful. And he's going to find himself in the box unless they get this shoot. And it's a score. Flyers kind of waiting. I think they saw the arm go up on the penalty. A couple of them kind of stopped playing on that. Allows Waterloo to march all the way in. Chop Suey right in front of Leon as they go backhand, forehand, and then a soft floater goes in just past the glove of Leon Fans. 4-3 game now. Flyers are full strength. Here comes Grayson. He's going to lock and load a slapper that goes high. Nine minutes to play. Flyers hanging on to the slimmest of margins, and Waterloo is charging, but Grayson with the back check. Now Hank moves it up to Grayson. Ooh, jumps the passes, Antonovich. Good play there. Antonovich kind of baited him into passing it to him. And now Hank's going to get the puck, and he's trying to go out. There's Silty. Holds it in. Waterloo gets the puck. Back to the blue line. Silty drops it deep. Antonovich should go collect it, and he does. Antonovich with Grayson centered. Antonovich gets it in. Shoots just wide. Flyers working hard. Waterloo carries it out. And now Jude sends it back into the Waterloo zone. It's out to Silty at the point. Silty carries it in, moves it to Hank. And now to Antonovich. Grayson camped out in front of the net, see if somebody can find him. Now Grayson's going to go get the puck, and Antonovich can't get to the front of the net. Grayson to Antonovich. Antonovich locks and saved. Grayson just couldn't quite get that rebound. Out to Jude. Jude gets bumped off the puck, but he keeps it in deep. Grayson fighting for it. It's at his feet. Now Jude trying to hold it. Downing in on the play. And now it comes out. And it's poked out of the zone. Silty, Flyers got to regroup. Everybody's out. And they get it in clean. Silty carries it in. Silty all the way. Out and around. Downing. He's going to take it. He's looking for a centering pass. He finds Hank, but it gets squirted all the way out to neutral ice. There's Beastie regrouping, finds Downing, it jumps off his twig, and Waterloo maintains possession. Waterloo gains the line. Downing takes it away. Downing gets checked into the boards. And we're going to see another penalty. Downing draws his second penalty of the game. Flyers going to have a 90-second power play. So right now they're only showing 30 seconds on the board. All eyes on the clock operator. Smith, Downing, and Terry out there with Pappas and Beasy. Out to Pappas. Pappas sends it towards the net. Hawks defender gets in the way. Hawks defender carries it into neutral ice. Now it goes all the way into our zone where Stella gets it. Stella's going to skate it behind the net. Stella to Downing. And send in offsides. Smith, Terry, Downing stay out there. Beasy going to get the puck in our own zone. Beasy going to skate it through neutral ice. Beasy gets the red line, throws it in. Now nice move there by Drew Beasy. Beasy's got down behind the net, going to send it towards the net. Now Beasy's got it behind the net. He's all over the place. Out to the far corner it goes, and Beasy's going to get it and move it deep. Downing collects it now. Downing gets pushed off the puck. In on help, that's Casson Smith. Smith gets his twig jumped on. Downing comes away with it. Downing pokes it away. Now he's going to march it in. Downing, off the backhand. Shot by Terry. Puck still loose. Now it's coming the other way. This is Casson with it. Casson gets pushed to the corner. Casson centers. And now Downing can't quite get a stick on it. And Terry gets checked up. Held in there by the Flyers. Wes is going to be the first one to it. Wes going to skate it into the far corner. He changes directions. Downing going to go center, but nobody's home. Cross ice it goes. Smith comes to it. Smith now, he's thinking centering pass. Downing, shoot, wide right. Good pass by Casson Smith. Now centered by Beasy. Nobody's home. This is Shalin. Let's see if he can get a shot off. Shalin sends it towards the net. And Waterloo content to ice it. Get fresh legs out there. It was a long shift for that group of junior Blackhawks. All right, this is Van Meer. Wins the puck forward, gets it towards the crease. Van Meer and Shalin said, "No, Peffer's going to send a shot wide left." Waterloo out to the point with it, but Silty holds it in, sends it deep. Shalin trying to shovel it deeper into the zone. Out to neutral ice it comes. Peffer's got a stick on it. Peffer going to try and move it to Van Meer. Van Meer has a jump off her twig, and Flyers enter offsides. As Shalin got a little ahead of that play, as the puck just wasn't handled clean going into the zone. One back to Silty. Silty drops it deep in the zone where Van Meer and Peffer chase it down. Van Meer giving pursuit. And Waterloo coming the other way. Here comes Van Meer to help on the play, and we've got a whistle off sides, I believe. Waterloo a little ahead of the play. Antonovich, Swanson, Williamson coming in with Beasy and Pappas. It's one over to Antonovich, back to Pappas. Pappas to Antonovich. Into the Flyer zone it comes, but Stella's got control of it. Stella to Antonovich. V through neutral ice. Gains the line. Williamson coming to help. Puck squirts to the far half wall. Board battle, Antonovich and Williamson. 3.5 minutes to go. Flyers hold the lead. Now center to Silty. He gets a shot blocked by the defender. Bodies hitting the floor everywhere. And cleared by Waterloo. And that's going to be an icing, so we'll bring it back to Waterloo's zone. Flyers keep the same 5 out there. Waterloo going to put fresh bodies in. Swanson wins it back to Schmidt. Schmidt sends it deep. Waterloo locks and loads. Antonovich takes the puck away. Antonovich trying to march it in. Now it's going to be a shot by Swanson, ate up by a defender. Waterloo's going to try and carry it out, and they get to neutral ice. But the puck is held momentarily by Schmidt. Now centering pass, and saved by Fance. Another save by Fans. Flyers got to get out of there. They do, up to the point, but not out of the zone. Waterloo going to center it, and this one is loose in the crease. And Jude with some good defensive work there. Flyers need to get the puck out of harm's way. Carried out by Silty. Silty to neutral ice. And now set back in, but Jude's waiting for it. Schmidt with it, carries it through neutral ice. Schmidt gains the line. Schmidt driving in, has the puck taken away. Waterloo coming back the other direction. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this one. Flyers up by 1. Now they're coming all the way in. They're going to shoot. Save by Leon. Centered at the top of the key. It's going to go in and shot wide right. Flyers trying to get out of the zone, and they do. Now Downing's got a 2v1. He's got Hank with him. Downing's going to take it all the way. Shoots. Score! Far side. Wesley Downing with his second goal of the game. He goes top man. Extends the lead to 2. He snipes that one in the top right-hand corner, glove side, far side. Smith, Downing, Hank stay out there with Beasy and Pappas. And Flyers have a little bit of breathing room here with the second goal. 2-goal lead, 5-3. Here's Wesley behind it, and now we're going the opposite direction. Waterloo has it slowed down by Casson and then taken away by Beasy. Beasy sends it almost on net, but he's at the red line. Downing's first one to the puck. Has it taken away by Junior Blackhawk. Smith there to help. Smith now to Downing. Downing gonna wrap around and hat trick. Third goal of the game for Wesley Downing. And that goes 6-3 now. Minute 14 to go. Van Meer, Peffer, Terry out there. Schmidt and Silty playing D. Here's Van Meer. Oh, she gets a good shot. Slowed down by the attendee there. Great opportunity for Van Meer. This one's going to go out to Jude. Jude to Silty. Silty sends one high. Behind the net, it's Terry moving it out towards the blue line. Peffer on the back check. Silty on the back check. Move the other direction. Sent deep. No icing. Schmidt's going to hunt it down. Schmidt now up to Peffer. Peffer's got some room. Peffer dances around one. He brings it into the house. Peffer dances around two. Sends it towards the net. Now Van Meer with the rebound. Wide right. 20 seconds to go on this one. There's Terry with it in front of the net. Her shot's a little wide. Terry pushed into the boards. She gives a push right back. A little more pushing and shoving. 10 seconds to go on this one. Centered to Terry. And out to neutral ice it goes with 4, 2, 1. Flyers going to win this one 6-3. Downing with a hat trick. Antonovich with 2 goals. Sorensen with the goal. Nice work here. Flyers will be right back. They're going to clear the ice, and we've got another game here in Waterloo. So join us as we'll be live on Ames Hockey Network. See you soon.